Last time on MasterChef Canada.
Soup up, chef?
The top 6 took on a classic restaurant takeover.
Aaron, do you need help?
And the blue team's lead went up in smoke.
That's a waste of good steak. Keep an eye on it. No!
That left 3 to face a brutal tagine elimination challenge.
It's almost borderline unpleasant.
And Aaron's MasterChef dream was dashed. Tonight, the top 5 get schooled, and the subject is salmon.
Jeez Louise, this is a huge fish.
Then,
What can you do with 5 ingredients?
a bare bones elimination challenge turns one home cook's dreams into a nightmare.
There's that problem here. This meat is a mistake.
My dreams are within reach. The restaurant that I want to open for me and my mom, there's only 4 other home cooks standing in my way.
My journey in the MasterChef Canada kitchen has taught me to put my ego aside. I feel that I'm cooking from the heart now.
I have doubted myself quite a bit in the competition. When I told the judges I was going home, it was because I just felt like I'd already been defeated. No more grind. Whatever the challenge today, I'm not gonna give up.
You all want to be Canada's next MasterChef, right?
Yes,
Yes, chef.
Well, it's time to cook it up a notch. We're giving you a masterclass.
Ooh.
Get ready to learn everything you ever wanted to know about salmon.
I grew up on the West Coast. I am through the roof. I'm so stoked. Anybody from that part of the country definitely knows what I'm talking about.
Those are huge.
I don't cook salmon. I've only tasted it a couple times. I didn't even know salmon could get that big.
Canada is famous for this remarkable fish. It can be prepared in many different ways. Tonight, we're going to show you 3 of our favorites: glazed, encrusted, and poached.
We're getting schooled today. Love it. I've been waiting for a fish challenge.
My personal favorite is glazed salmon. First of all, when glazed, it should be nice and thick. And make sure it's sweet for caramelization.
Watching Chef Alvin in action is amazing. I'm trying to capture it all in my brain so I can use it later.
It should come out looking like this. And you notice these beautiful bits of caramelization? Now that's from sugar. You want a bit more caramelization? You can always use this, all right? Be very careful, especially if you have long hair. You don't want a haircut.
Alvin's a comedian, but the blowtorch trick is awesome.
How you doing? Salmon is the ideal fish for crusting. This fish here has been breaded with almonds, lemon, and some herbs. This is gonna take 4 minutes. Then you're gonna flip it over. Don't move this fish a lot. If the heat is on too high, you're gonna char the outside. You're gonna burn it. When you're done, this is what it should look like.
It's beautiful, chef.
You should have a perfect medium rare center.
Chef Claudio has like this suave feel to him. It's almost like he can do it with his eyes closed.
Okay, home cooks, I'm going to show you how to perfectly poach this beautiful fillet of salmon. What I have in my pot here is a court bouillon, the liquid that is seasoned with aromatic herbs and spices. Now, you can use any number of ingredients in seasoning your court bouillon and bringing on flavors. I just gently slide it in and let it poach gently. I do not want to see a roaring boil when you're poaching salmon.
I like the poaching method the best because you're not really hiding the taste of salmon. You're just enhancing it.
Pink on the inside, beautiful, medium rare.
It's wonderful to watch the pros do it. They make it look very easy. I hate them.
Home cooks, did you enjoy your masterclass?
Yes, chef.
Good. You better have been paying attention.
Because now, you must use one of those 3 techniques as the centerpiece of a beautifully composed salmon dish.
To find out what you'll be making, everyone, please come up and draw a knife.
Crusted, fantastic. I've done salmon just about every way but crusted. It's another opportunity to show the judges that I can do something outside my comfort zone.
Poach, yes. Exactly what I wanted. Ooh.
I like crunchy crust, so fingers crossed here that I get encrusted salmon.
This one. Glazed.
It was the one I wanted the least.
Poached. Yes. I wanted that one.
Glazed. Personally, I don't care what any of the other home cooks got. I'm focused on what I got, and I'm gonna rock it out today.
All right, you know how you're cooking your fish. Now go get it.
Oh, gosh.
The home cooks must now fillet their salmon before creating a MasterChef quality dish using the technique they've been assigned.
I'm really sorry, Salmon. I'll do the best I can. Salmon, be good to me, and I'll be good to you.
You will all have access to a specialty pantry filled with beautiful ingredients.
Keep in mind that this is not a replication. We want you to put your own creative spin on this dish.
And you'll only have 45 minutes to get it all done.
We have to do all these things in 45 minutes. No. Too much can go wrong with this for me.
After the cook, we will select the 3 most promising dishes for tasting. And as always, the winner will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming Elimination Challenge.
Are you ready to be the big fish in this competition?
Yes, Chef!
Your time starts now!
Really want the judges to call my name today. So I'm putting everything I got into it.
I grab rhubarb, I grab oyster sauce, some chili oil.
Let's see what I can do with this.
Now, the thing about salmon, it is a very fatty fish. And I think it's really important to cut that fat with the kick of citrus. White wine is perfect with it.
I want to make a dashi broth. It's light, but it's full in flavor. I really want to show the judges that this girl knows her techniques.
I love salmon. I eat a lot of it, I'm gonna respect it, and I'm very pumped on this challenge.
Look at Barry and Trevor. They already started filleting their fish.
Barry started to make his first cut right under the gills, exactly like you should, turning the knife back onto itself and then cutting right down the backbone of that salmon. I got a sense he's done that before.
My wife and I live right on the water in Vancouver. I have friends that are fishermen, so I had better do this salmon proud.
I was a waitress at a Japanese restaurant for 3 years, so I got to constantly observe sushi chefs break down whole fish. You cannot have any hesitation. You need to do that one fluid motion and you need to commit to it.
Right down to the bone. Jeez Louise, this is a huge fish. Ah, your little teeth are chomping me.
I've never filleted a fish in my life, let alone a gargantuan fish.
Just come on out, I don't wanna wreck you.
Miranda is just butchering that fish.
It looks like she's been using a chainsaw on that salmon.
I completely butchered the first cut, but I still got a big honkin' slab of fish that I can pick something from.
I like this piece.
I'm back on track.
30 minutes!
Barry, you got the crusted salmon.
I got the crusted, chef. I'm gonna do a cornmeal, duck egg, panko, and pine nuts.
Sounds interesting. Beyond the crust, what else is happening with your salmon dish here?
I'm gonna do a nice grainy mustard cream sauce with the peas and gnocchi mushrooms.
So you're gonna choose a cream sauce with a fatty fish?
Lemony.
A lemon cream sauce.
Made it once or twice.
So you've done this before?
I've done this before.
Okay, stay focused.
I will, chef.
Today I'm making a poached salmon with a homemade pesto sauce. I'm working with flavors I don't normally work with. It's totally out of my zone. Hope for the best.
20 minutes! Just 20 minutes left!
Trevor, you can have my head.
Thanks, Miranda. Appreciate it.
Even when the chips are stacked against me, I take the time to help out others. So if Trevor wants my salmon head, go ahead.
You're the best. I'm gonna be using strong Asian flavors and techniques to impress Alvin today. This is definitely gonna set me apart.
Trevor, Trey has 2 fish heads. Did your salmon have 2 heads?
I borrowed a fish head from Miranda
Why?
because I'm gonna be doing some crispy fish eyes, and I wanted more than 2.
Coming from a Chinese family, the eyes is a very special thing.
I'm doing it for you, Chef.
Well, I'm so touched because, you know, I never get the fish eye because my mother always takes it, okay? What kind of glaze are you gonna do for the salmon?
If I'm gonna be doing an Asian-inspired glaze, I have oyster sauce, some honey for that sugar, get it really nice and caramelized.
You have only 45 minutes, remember, okay?
Yes, Chef.
I think the trickiest technique out of all of them is the poached, because you don't know quite what's happening in the middle of that fish. If it is overcooked, that fish will fall apart.
I'm a little worried. I know that it doesn't take long to cook. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be about 4 to 5 minutes.
I went to see Trevor. He's doing 4-eye salmon. It's just for me. And don't be jealous, there are 4 of them.
You can have my fish eye, don't worry.
And also, he's got some pickled carrots and also some crispy potatoes.
A lot of complicated techniques there, in my opinion. It sounds like a tall order.
That's ambitious.
15 minutes, you have 15 minutes left. You need to be cooking your salmon soon if you haven't done so. Miranda, ever cooked salmon before?
I haven't, Chef.
How are you gonna win this challenge?
By doing what I always do and cooking with the flavors that I think will work well together.
What is in your glaze?
I did some rhubarb, honey, some chili oil, mustard, fish sauce. It's right here if you wanted to give it a little taste.
Very, very interesting. You know, I love rhubarb, and I've never used that in the glaze, okay? So this will be the first for me. You got a lot to do. I'm gonna let you do it.
Thank you, Chef.
All right, good luck.
Today, I'm gonna make a dashi poached salmon. I use bacon for the smokiness. I use fish sauce for that fishiness. And I use bonito flakes, which is the base for dashi broth. And I feel like this is my chance to show the chefs that I can cook Japanese.
Trevor seems to be the only home cook that is using that beautiful salmon skin. When you cook that crispy, it is delicious. It almost upstages the salmon itself.
Whoa!
Miranda, she is using the torch.
Woo! I am the fire queen.
It's a good technique, but she is doing it on a wooden chopping board. Now, never try that at home. Never torch on anything that's wood. 5 minutes, you have 5 minutes.
I'm really trying hard not to make this fish fall apart. It's like butter.
Please stay together, fish. My salmon fell apart, which is the worst thing that can happen. But it's too late for me to poach it all again.
1 minute, you have 1 minute left.
Heat is on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Woo!
Well done, everyone.
The judges will now take a final look before choosing the top 3 salmon dishes for tasting. The winner will receive a major advantage in the upcoming elimination round.
I don't feel like I proved my cooking skills. I want this advantage so badly, but more than that, I just want to be called up for top 3 dishes.
Well done, everyone.
Thank you, Chef.
All your hard work has really made it difficult for us to narrow down our choices. But there are 3 dishes that we're particularly excited to try.
The first dish that we like to call up was surprisingly sophisticated and refined. Miranda.
Oh.
Please bring up your dish.
I did a chili, honey, and rhubarb glazed salmon over a spinach and mushroom salad with toasted salted pine nuts.
Plating. I think you've done a great job. What I like about it is clean, tight, compact. So I can't wait to taste. Let's see what we've got. The fish is tender, moist. This rhubarb works. Overall, the flavors are really solid. Seasoning, I think, has a great balance to it. The glaze, I think you could have been just a tad more generous with it. A little advice, this dish requires a little bit of crunchy texture, a little crispy piece of rhubarb. Just a light oil, pop it in the oven, let it crispen up, use it as a garnish. But it's a great dish.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next home cook really caught our eye. It was a beautiful concept. Trevor.
It's an Asian-inspired glazed salmon with crispy skin, crispy eyeballs, and enoki mushrooms.
Visually is stunning.
Thank you, Chef.
These eyeballs, I mean, they're staring at me right now. There it is. You can see that nice piece of really soft gelatinous. You got it just perfect.
Thank you, Chef.
Perfect. Now, I'm gonna cut into this. What am I gonna see?
Hopefully a medium rare piece of fish.
Look at that. You nailed this one. It's perfect cooked on this salmon. That's nice. A fantastic glaze. It's got that sweetness.
Thank you, Chef.
I would prefer a little bit more glaze. And I told you, okay, to get it nice and thick, because that would give it a bit more flavor. What's that?
That is a potato puree.
Did you taste it?
I did not, Chef.
It's grainy. It's bits of raw potato. This is the beautiful dish, but you ran out of time, and unfortunately, it shows on that puree.
I tasted every component to my dish except for this puree. That cuts my chances of winning this big time.
The third and final salmon dish that we can't wait to sink our teeth into was made by Barry. Please bring up your dish.
Last but not least, Barry. Fantastic. I prepared a pine nut panko crusted salmon and a mustard lemon lime cream sauce.
Your presentation's improving.
Thank you.
You nailed the cook on the salmon. It does not get much better than that. Let's eat. That crust, wow, it's super light. I think the dish is very impressive. There are a few flaws. You had a little bit of a hot spot in your pan. The way to mitigate that, rotate that fish. So take a little peek underneath and see what's happening. Get into your food, right? I'm not a big fan of cream sauces with fish. If I were you, lighten it up. Use a vinaigrette. Start to cook outside of your comfort zone. Because I sense that you still haven't hit your stride yet.
Getting there.
What's it gonna take for the bear to come out?
You're the first person that's called me that here.
Really? Did
Yeah.
someone else call you that before?
Nobody ever calls me Barry. It's Bear.
You have to start bringing it.
I will, Chef.
Please head to the front.
Thank you, Chef. Well done, you guys.
All right, you've given us a lot to think about, so that's what we're gonna do.
There was negative comments about everybody's dishes, so I'm feeling really good. I think I did a lot more. I respected the salmon more.
You know, it's gonna be tough. Different cooking techniques, different applications.
I want this so bad. It would just prove to myself that I can win this thing.
All right, I think we've got it.
You each took the techniques you were assigned and created restaurant-quality dishes.
But there was one in particular that left us craving more. And that dish was made by Miranda.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
I am shocked that the judges call me because I've never cooked with salmon, but just goes to show that if you pack a punch with those flavors,
That's what's gonna win.
Miranda, you're gonna get a huge advantage in the next elimination challenge. But before we tell you what it is, we'd like everyone to join us at the front.
Nice job, Brenda. Thank you.
What do they do?
Did they quit?
Wow. What is all this?
Wow. All three judges come out with these massive tables full of different kinds of foods.
I'm at a loss for words.
I know all this food.
There's desserts, there's appetizers, there's entrees. Wow. I hope that this is an eating contest, because I got it.
Believe it or not, these 50 dishes have one thing in common. They were all made using just 5 ingredients.
Tonight, we want you to do the same thing.
The only thing that I make that's 5 ingredients is my coffee. Espresso, cayenne pepper, chocolate, water, and whipping cream.
Keep in mind, this is an elimination challenge. That means only 5 ingredients stand between you and a place in the top 4.
It's daunting. I have so many ideas. It's gonna be a challenge to keep it simple.
You have 5 minutes to shop for 5 very important ingredients. Are you ready?
Yes, chef!
Then your time starts now.
5 ingredients is not a lot to choose from, so you need a good protein, you need some colored vegetable, you need maybe an interesting herb so you can add some depth of flavor, and probably something a little acidic. It could be a lemon, lime, maybe an orange.
I need some garlic. I want to do pasta because it only takes 2 ingredients to make. I gotta keep it simple.
Ooh, some mistakes. I instantly think I could do some type of Tex-Mex type flavors. So I grabbed some flank steak, some peppers and some corn, some cilantro, and some lime.
My idea is to make a pasta, but I don't want to make just any pasta. I want to show the judges that I have skill. So I want to make an egg yolk ravioli because it's one of the harder raviolis to make.
Barry, what are the 5 ingredients in your basket?
Fresh chorizo, fresh prawns, pepper, corn, and beef stock. I'm feeling ecstatic about these 5 ingredients.
Taya.
Corn on the cob, red onion, limes, jalapeno, and fresh halibut.
I know these flavors, and I know I can cook them really well.
Sounds like you have something very special planned. It also sounds a little bit too easy.
Of course you can make something great with your own ingredients. The question is, what can you do with someone else's? Miranda, your advantage for winning the salmon challenge is that you get to switch all the baskets. You can keep your own ingredients if you wish, but you get to decide whose ingredients everyone else gets to work with.
Hey.
This is nuts. I had a great idea, I wanted to execute it, and now I don't get to.
Okay, Miranda.
Thank you. I want these home cooks to feel completely outside of their comfort zone, like I have the entire time.
Taya.
I get May's basket. It has shrimp in it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm allergic. I've never shelled one. I haven't even touched one.
I'm giving Barry Taya's basket. I think he wants to make a sauce, and there really isn't anything in her basket to make a sauce.
The first thing I see is halibut and corn. Whatever Taya was thinking with this, I can't figure it out. I'm not happy about it.
Give you this weird, super loaded basket.
Barry's got beef broth, pork chorizo, and some seafood. I know that I can work with this.
This is your new basket.
Trevor has Parmesan, flour, eggs, tomatoes, and garlic. He has 4 out of the 5 ingredients I chose, so I'm very, very happy.
Good luck, everyone.
I'm deciding to keep my basket because this is my advantage, and I want to work with some ingredients that I actually know.
You have 45 minutes for this challenge. Are you ready to make us the best 5-ingredient dish we've ever tasted?
Yes, Chef.
And your time starts now.
This is the challenge that will decide which cook has the most maturity and which cook can adapt really, really well.
Barry may have trouble because he seems really upset. Now, you know, is that going to affect his performance? Because you know you can't cook when you're upset.
I'm angry, but I'm focused and I'm determined.
If all the cooks here are smart, they're gonna put their minds inside of the original cook's basket and decode it, and that's how they can win this.
I tend to go overboard, typically. I try to do too much, so what I'm trying to show the judges is that I can use 5 ingredients and make them shine.
Barry,
Chef.
you look irritated. Did Miranda, you know, poke at the bear? Just tell me.
A little bit.
How are you going to use that to your advantage?
I'm gonna just channel a little bit of being pissed off and focus on what do I need to do with a rather sparse basket.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Today, I am making pan-roasted halibut served on corn pudding and a corn salsa.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
See what we can do with these. They're so nasty.
I know that I have to clean and devein the shrimp, but I'm not exactly sure where the vein is.
Is this the thing I have to devein?
Giving Taya the shellfish was an honest mistake. I didn't mean to play on Taya's allergy, and I feel a little bad.
Is there 2 lines on top and bottom?
So I decide to show Taya how to devein a shrimp.
The main vein is in the back.
And you just cut it?
Yeah, it's out. It's out.
Okay, thank you.
20 minutes! You have 20 minutes left.
That's actually pretty good.
Look at Miranda, look at her. She's absolutely in her element. She obviously has the big advantage here. Her ingredients did not change.
My mom influences my cooking, so I know how to make really good flank steak. I have way more confidence than I ever have before.
She's gonna blow through this quite easily. And then Miranda,
Hi, Chef Michael.
so what is the dish that you're gonna be cooking?
So I'm gonna do smoky grilled flank steak over top grilled red pepper sauce, topped with a grilled corn salsa.
Is this dish today something you might cook back home in Edmonton?
Absolutely. I'm finally cooking something that I would cook at home, so I'm excited for this challenge.
And what's the cook on the steak?
I'm gonna get it to a nice medium rare today.
Look forward to it.
Thank you, Chef.
Today, I gotta keep it simple, but elevated at the same time.
Hey, Trevor,
Hey, Chef.
tell me, how do you feel about not being able to keep your own basket of ingredients?
Oh, it's devastating. I had a really, really cool idea planned.
More importantly, which path are you on right now, and what are you making?
I'm gonna do sauteed prawns, and I'm gonna do sort of a succotash with the corn. I'm rendering down all the fat out of that chorizo, and I'm gonna use that as sort of my sauce for the plate.
You know what I think? I think you got lucky.
I think so too, Chef.
This sounds like a very delicious basket, Barry.
It was.
Wow.
It was.
You have the right attitude, Trevor, and that's what I think will push you to the edge here.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Hi, May.
Hi, Chef Alvin.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling okay. There's no such thing as bad ingredients, so if you can't make those ingredients shine, then it's on you.
Okay, that's the right attitude. Now, let me ask you, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be making an egg yolk ravioli, and I also confit some tomatoes with some Parmesan cheese and crispy garlic.
That sounds like a lot, okay? You sure you can do that in 45 minutes?
That's on my mind, but I'm gonna give it my all.
I'm making an egg yolk raviolo. It's like a nest for the egg yolk, and then a shrimp garlic sauce. I have never made any of this stuff, so my goal is to wow the judges with my creativity.
10 minutes, you have 10 minutes left. We want amazing dishes from 5 ingredients. May is making egg yolk ravioli. Okay, very similar dishes. Taya, now May only has tomatoes. While Taya, you know, she has protein. She has shrimps as well.
Now, don't forget, May can taste her dish. Taya, on the other hand, is allergic to shrimp. She won't be able to taste it.
I don't know if that's gonna stay.
I'm tasting everything, every step of the way. I have to. That's been my downfall in the past.
Grain runs this way, cut against the grain.
Miranda's already sliced her flank steak.
It looks a bit on the rare side.
The first few pieces are still looking slightly rare, but I think overcooking it would be worse than undercooking it.
I hope she's cut it against the grain.
2 minutes. You have 2 more minutes left. You better be plating now.
There's a lot of focus happening with all of the home cooks.
Taya is frantic right now.
Yeah. And she can't quite decide how to plate her dish.
Don't overcomplicate it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Great job, guys. Well done.
I'm super happy. I actually tasted every component of my dish, and I think they're all great.
I have no idea if my shrimp are properly cooked because I don't know how to properly cook one, but I'm not going home.
Miranda, you gave me what you thought would send me home, and I blew that up, baby. The bear came out of the bush.
Trevor, please bring up your plate.
This is a corn and bell pepper succotash, a beef reduction, and some chorizo sautéed prawns.
Now, visually, there's something missing on this plate, okay? And I bet you don't know what that is.
No, I don't, Chef.
I see 2 shrimp, but I only see 1 head. When you plate, it has to be logical and symmetric sometimes. So let me get all these flavors in there. Wow, I like it. You have that succulent shrimp. You have that sweetness in the corn, the textures in the pepper, and then that beef stock sauce, which you reduce, pulled everything together. That is a very, very nice dish, okay?
Well done, brother.
Miranda, please bring up your dish.
I made a lime and pepper grilled flank steak with a red pepper sauce over top of a grilled corn salad.
You know, you had less of a disadvantage. You got to keep your ingredients.
Every time I've had to cook in this kitchen, I've been the one that's been out of my element.
Have you ever worked with flank steak before?
A couple times.
What color were you going for?
A medium rare.
What do you think you achieved?
I think I achieved a rare.
Closer to blue. There's another problem here. You cut the flank steak with the grain.
I thought I cut it against the grain. I saw it running this way.
You cut with the grain.
This is one of the biggest mistakes I've made in this kitchen. I'm in trouble.
It does take effort. This is tough. On the other hand, the corn's actually quite delicious, nice pop. What happened to you in this challenge?
I thought I was doing good, Chef, and I honestly thought I cut it against the grain.
You've come so far. You've done amazing things, but this meat is a mistake. You cut it incorrectly, you undercooked it. I hope you'll have a chance to recover from something like this.
May?
I made a egg yolk ravioli, and I also confit some tomatoes, and then I topped it off with some Parmesan cheese and crispy garlic.
Visually looking at it, it looks a little bit childish in terms of plating, you know, just something that you see at children's parties. So the moment of truth, so I'm gonna slice into that raviolo. What am I gonna see?
You should see a runny egg yolk, I'm really hoping.
Well, look at that.
Yes!
You nailed it. It's oozing out, and this is perfect, perfectly cooked. Wow, pasta's perfect. It's just got very nice texture. Beautiful use of 5 ingredients. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Barry, please bring up your dish for tasting.
I came up with a pan-roasted halibut with a red onion, jalapeno, and lime jam, corn jalapeno pudding, and a roasted corn salsa.
How do you feel you did with those ingredients?
10 out of 10.
That's pretty confident.
Yes, chef. It forced me to do something I had never done before and techniques I've never used before.
Let's have a taste. I think your corn salsa here is light, crisp, has that lime to it, fresh, big flavors. Halibut, I think, is cooked very, very well. The corn sauce, for me, could do with a little bit more seasoning. You just need to bring that sweetness out.
Sure.
Overall, I think it's a pretty good dish, and it's really great to see you being forced to use something different.
Thank you, chef. The anger that fueled me through this cook woke up a part of my brain, and I'm going to make sure to keep it awake.
Taya, please bring up your dish.
I am worried about my entire dish. I just don't know what it's gonna taste like. But I need to show the judges that I'm not giving up yet. This is an egg yolk ravioli with mascarpone filling and garlic shrimp.
All right, let's see how you did with the pasta here. What's your intention?
To have a runny yolk.
Nailed it.
Yes, that's good news for me.
That's beautiful. Great flavor. The texture of the pasta is a bit on the thick side.
I did the lowest that the machine went twice.
So did May.
Yeah.
Hers was thinner. There's another problem here.
I see it, and I didn't get the thingy out of it.
Why did you devein 2 out of the 3 shrimp?
I must have put one of the shrimp that I wasn't supposed to cook in the pan.
Details, right?
Details.
Please go back to your station. We need a few minutes to figure out what to do next.
The main thing I'm worried about is the judges aren't happy with the cook on the steak, but my flavors are what's gonna keep me in the competition.
Lots of great flavors, lots of great use of those ingredients.
I'm a little bit worried about my plating because at this point in the game, it needs to be perfect.
Someone has to go home.
This challenge forced all of you to think on your feet.
There were 2 standout dishes, but one home cook particularly impressed us. And that home cook was Barry.
If this win doesn't prove that I belong here, I don't know what will.
Congratulations! But Trevor, you were not far behind. Well done. Unfortunately, some of you were less successful. Miranda and Taya, please come up to the front.
Miranda, despite, or maybe because you chose your own ingredients, you weren't able to display the creative flair that we've come to expect from you.
Taya, we know you had trouble rolling your pasta, and you weren't comfortable with shrimp. But here's the hard truth. In this kitchen, you're only as good as your last dish. So unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Miranda.
Come here. I love you.
Miranda was my strongest competitor here, and now she's going home. Complete shocker.
Taya, you're safe. Please go back to your station.
Miranda, you fell short in this challenge, but over the last several weeks, we've seen you soar. Your palate and your incredible instincts are real gifts. We know that your mother has always recognized your talent, and that we hope that your success here compels you to share it with an even wider audience. Now come on up and say goodbye. Miranda, you're gonna be missed.
My MasterChef journey has definitely been a bumpy ride.
This is the disaster, Miranda.
Not giving up yet, Chef.
I'm really proud of everything I've done in this competition.
Yeah, set the kitchen on fire.
Miranda!
Miranda, congratulations.
Wow, I almost bit off my finger.
This experience has definitely made me believe in Miranda a whole lot more than I ever thought possible.
You did good today.
Wow.
I've absolutely enjoyed the journey.
Be strong, Miranda.
Wouldn't trade it for anything. Bye, everybody.
Next time, an apple a day keeps the top 4's dreams alive.
The stage is set for one last team challenge.
Turn around.
And a surprise group of VIPs
Now!
inspires the home cooks to reach new heights.
That's not what you want.
Yeah, it's too late. Your pan's not hot enough.
We need the hustle.
This is huge for me. Huge.
Failure's not an option.